5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch me. Level up, 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 level up. All this on me so yummy, all this sauce so yummy. Know you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, level up, level up.
Hey beauties, welcome back to Lo and Behold Beauty. Today I'm going to do a red and black kind of like smoky eye for you all. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, then keep on watching. And don't mind my backdrop, it kind of just left us in the middle of me doing this take. And I can't find the packs to put it back up. So we're going to act like the background that's in the video is still with us for the intro, okay? But anyway, if you want to see how I achieve this red look using the Juvia Place Festival palette, then keep on watching. Don't forget to thumbs up, share, and subscribe. It's all free. Thank you, loves. Okay, so we're going to take this Ophala look, kind of like the lighter red. And I'm just going to pack it on over top of my P. Louise base. I used the Rumor number 2. I wasn't sure what shade to get, but I like my base to pretty much be lighter because of my skin tone. I just like my colors to really pop. I know that everyone else, they tried like the number, I think it's a 0.5 and 3s and 4s, but I'm satisfied with the 2. And of course, use my Morphe 433, and like I said, I pack it on first before I do blending because I don't want to move the product. Like I want to get like a kind of like a layer, the eyeshadow layered on and packed on. That way I won't move the primer base underneath, if that kind of makes sense. And here I'm actually going to end up finding a mistake. I'm blending it opposite of the way that my hair grows, and I realized that it was lifting the product. So here, as you can see, I'm going back like towards the tail of my brow. And I wanted to get like a really light smoke effect at the top. That's why I started it low. You don't want to start this color high because once you blend it, it's just going to spread out, and you don't want it all up in your brow hairs and stuff like that. But just blend it out and get that blown out effect to however you like it. Again, I'm blending against the way my hair grows. Against the way that my brows is growing, excuse me. And I saw that didn't work, so I went the other way. And I did not get a clip, but it's just a white shade in the Festival palette. The really light shade that I use is my brow highlight. And just applied it to my brow bone, just like up in the arch of my brows. And then just blend it into that red, so that way you won't see like where it stopped at, because it's a shimmer shade versus a matte shade. So I just blend them in together using the same Morphe 433 brush. And the 433 brush is pretty much the same, just like the Sigma, what is it, the Sigma E25 and the MAC 217. So now we're going in with the darker red, is Sapphire. And I'm using a small brush, the Morphe 507. And the reason why I went in, because I thought this was going to come out like a really bold, dark red, and I was scared of that. So I took my time going in with it. But I had already had the brush. I was like, all right, make it work. But I'm also trying to draw out like a cut crease to define my cut crease line. So that's why you see me like, you can kind of see the line defining come in as well. And that's what I wanted it to do. I just wanted to use only this palette as well. I didn't want to use any other palette. So I try to make this red as dark as I could without using the black, because the black in this palette is more like metallic, like a charcoal color, which I use at the end, but I didn't want to use it not in the crease to darken it up. It would have had shimmer, and I didn't want that. And I'm using the Morphe 421 concealer brush. It's I think it's called Mini Concealer. And for some reason, I had difficulties cutting my crease here as well. Off camera, I used a Q-tip and just used the micellar water and got rid of that red because I thought about it, that the fact that with that red showing, it was just going to bleed through the concealer. So off camera, I cleaned up some of the eyeshadow on my lid, as you can see. And I know why I was having difficulty cutting my crease, because normally I'm trying to get to the point of where I can just freely do it, because normally if you look back at my videos, I put the concealer or primer on my waterline, like right at my lash line, and then I look up. But to me, it looks like my cut creases be so high. So I wanted to shape it out myself. So that's why I'm having such a difficult time doing it here, because I did it freely and I didn't do that line, like that look up technique, little makeup hat. I didn't know which way I wanted to do this cut crease. Like if I want to do a half cut crease, halo cut crease, but I end up dragging it out. And I'm just using the Real Techniques brush. I don't know what brush this is actually for, but I love just taking it to soak up that extra, like the primer, concealer, the P. Louise base whenever I'm doing a cut crease. And that way it saves time on having to wait for it to dry. And then I'm using that dark shade that I mentioned earlier that has like the flakes in it. It's a real pretty like charcoal color. I don't know what made me do a red look this time of year. I was just trying to put together some type of eye looks and create something that I have not yet done. And when I thought about it, red was the color that I have not done a look on yet. And this ended up coming out more of a Valentine's Day look at the end of summer going into spring. That's just perfect, but that's okay because red's just a pretty color regardless. But yeah, when I finished I was like, okay, very Valentine's Day look, but I haven't done a red look at all, whether practicing, videos, pictures, nothing. So that's why I wanted to do a red look. What are you looking for, love? Get your stuff together. Oh, okay, so we're going back in with that white shade in the inner tear duct. And the brush that I'm using here, because I didn't put it up even when I did my brow bone, it's just a Wet n Wild brush. Little 99-cent dollar brush. Even Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Dollar Tree. And I love this brush. It holds up. I got a couple of them actually. It's a good little 99-cent / dollar brush. I am very focused on this look, as you all can see. Because sometimes, and here's the secret, some people who do not know, if you don't make YouTube videos, a lot of us, sometimes we may practice a look before we actually do it on camera, or either like we'll practice it and then wipe it off and then come back and do it. Or we may just apply one eye, like when you see a lot of YouTube people who already have one eye done, because when we freestyle a look, we already did it, we know how it's going to come out. but you all are getting a draft raw uncut. This is just something I just made up as I go. I had no idea what colors I was going to put together. I did not practice the look. I had no idea how it was going to come out. So that's why you see me so focused, because I wanted to make sure this was right on take one. I didn't want to have to redo it. I'm blending out those harsh lines, and I'm using that 507 brush, the one that I used initially to put that dark red shade in the cut crease. I mean, you know, in my crease line in the beginning of the video. Now this shade right here is very pretty, this golden shade. And another reason I chose the festival palette as well, because I have not used like all the colors in the festival palette. I have so many eyeshadow palettes, especially the Juvia Place line, and a lot of them I don't use. I have not used a lot of shades in them, so now before I go buy more palettes, I want to make use of the ones I got fully. My newest purchase was the Vogue collection, and after that I said I'm done, because I have so many palettes and so many colors that I have yet to use. So yeah, I wanted to make sure I got a good use out of all the colors in this palette this time around. And I love this brush. This is for creamy, oh my goodness, this brush is a Sigma brush, and if I'm not mistaken, it's for creamy colors, like your shimmers and your shadows. And this brush can be used wet or dry. So if you're spraying down like some little random brush or whatever to apply your pigments, your shimmer shades on, stop and go over there to Sigma and buy that brush, because it's like the best investment that I've done so far. It's one of my makeup brushes. I love that brush. This is just a gold liquid glitter, gold glitter eyeliner from Ruby Kiss. Is something that I got from my local beauty supply store, and it just felt like the look was missing something. And one thing that I actually struggle with is liquid liner, like the black. I can have some really cute looks, and then by the end of it, once I apply my eyeliner, because I have hooded lids, but they're wrinkly. Get what I'm saying? Like they fold down. And it'd be hard to get into like my little crease and crevices with the liquid liner. It will shut my whole look down. But yeah, this look was just missing something, so I just decided to go extra. But I actually like this liquid liner. And I applied my liquid liner offline, and my lashes, I'm sorry if I'm going out of frame, but I applied those off camera, because again, it's something that I struggle with, and I don't know why. It seems like once I nail something in the makeup thing, like at first I could not do eyeshadow, and now that I'm learning to apply my eyeshadow better, now I'm losing the technique of how to apply eyeliner. It's very weird. Then I used to be able to apply lashes very well. Now I'm losing my technique of that. I don't get it. But my waterline, I just used the colors that I had up top, and I put them down on my waterline. And it tickles so much. Every time I do my waterline, my lower lash line, it always makes it tickle. So because it tickles and it makes my lower lash line water, I try to avoid applying product up on it. Now this MAC highlighter palette I absolutely love. It has become my go-to now. First it was the Maybelline, and then it was the Huda Beauty. Now this one has become my favorite. So I'm just reapplying my highlight. And the face, it was going to be a whole Get Ready With Me, but I ended up doing that off camera because some things wasn't made right. I didn't like the clip. But yeah, this highlighter, it never lets me down. Of course, you want to blend that highlighter together with everything else so you don't see your harsh lines. And then I'm going to just apply my lipstick, which is the MAC Cosmetics Ruby Woo. Very gorgeous red for all skin shade. And I did off that camera, and here. If you like it, then don't forget to thumbs up, share this video, and also subscribe to get more of my latest videos. And thanks for watching, beauties.